This food, I know, right? But if you ever get a chance, it's mostly like in Florida. You know, I don't know if they have it in other parts, but it's big in Florida, especially down in the Keys. If you ever get a chance to go to Alabama Jackson, Key Largo, go there and get this fucking conch fritter. Holy fucking balls. Welcome to the Florida Keys, Monroe County. I spent one night in Monroe County jail once. I was 21 years old. That was a long time ago. It's almost 20 years ago. This is now in Key West. This is on the roof of the Schooner Wharf. This is a bar I used to hang out at when I lived there. When I lived in Key West, this was my view every day. Why do I live in Chicago right now? Why? This is the smallest bar in the world or in America in Key West. I don't know, whatever. This is the smallest bar, but that's it. You get to walk in. There's a little bar right there. You can just order a drink and you walk out. I had it in the Caribbean. Conch is amazing. It really is. Yeah. This is a bar called Captain Tony's, which is the original Sloppy Joe's or whatever. But obviously they put dollars in bras. We meant to go back the next day and put our $1 up. It was just kind of busy when we were in there, and we didn't want to bother the bartender for a marker. And they'll give you a marker and a fucking stapler, but we didn't want to bother them. And we meant to go back the next day, and we didn't. But this is a very popular thing in some of these bars, putting dollars and shit like everywhere. Looks like a great bar right there. It is, yeah. So right to my left, I don't know. Do I have a picture of it? No. So right to my left, there's a tree growing through the middle of the bar. They kind of like lacquered it now, so like because I don't think it's alive anymore, you know. But they like lacquered it. But it's a real tree. But back in the day, it was like the hanging tree. They used to hang like pirates from it and shit, like back in like the 1800s. And that is growing through the middle of this bar. The Garden of Eden is the 3rd floor of the Bull and Whistle. So on the roof, there's a bar called the Garden of Eden, and it's clothing optional. You can just get naked up there if you want. Sparkle did not want to go. I was like, come on, you just want to see it? She's like, I don't need to see tits. She's like, She's like, we got tits at home. I'm like, yes, we do, but, She didn't want to go up there, but she did take a picture with this sign. So that is my beautiful Sparkle right there and the Garden of Eden sign. There's the rooster that kept us up all night because there's chickens and roosters everywhere in Key West. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but they're fucking everywhere. It is a myth that roosters crow when the sun comes up. Like, oh, the sun's coming up, let's crow. No, they do that shit all fucking night. This guy crowed from like, I don't know, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. So when I went out to walk across the street to get us some, I don't know what the fuck. I was going to the gas station to get us some drinks or something. I walked out and he was right there. I was like, you son of a bitch. I want to go to that bar now. Which one? Captain Tony's? Oh, are you talking about, have you ever been to Key West? You talking about the Garden of Eden? Those assholes crow all the time of night. My neighbor has some. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, when I lived in Key West, there was, like I said, they're everywhere. They will fucking do that shit at all hours of the night. And then one does it, and then another one does it because they hear them. And then you hear the one loud by you, and then you hear one in the distance, and then one even further, and then one even further, and then that comes back to this one, and then they're just doing it all fucking night. Somethingers, am I saying that? TLC, what's up? First time chatter. Everybody tickle Something's pickle for being a first time chatter. How you doing? Welcome in. How'd you find the channel today? What brings you in? We're gonna tickle your pickle for you. Feel good? Sound good? My neighbors had roosters. It's actually nice hearing those little shits howl in the morning. Evenings, not so much. Yeah, in the morning, it's like classic, like, oh, the sun's coming up and the rooster crowing on the barn. But when they're doing it at fucking 4 in the morning, and you're trying to sleep, not so much. Seen it on Facebook a while back. Nice. Hell yeah. Well, welcome in. Are you in my Facebook group, the legit support, or are you in one of the other ones, like one of the random ones? Because we do have our own Facebook group, guys, ! FB. This is at a place called Pepe's. We had it where we had our breakfast. She just got a big old fucking grapefruit, and it looked delicious. This is her slurping down the grapefruit. Also looks delicious. This place is cool though. You can like eat outside. Like we're outside right now, but there is like an awning sort of in case it rains. It's cool. And there's a fucking awesome dog. People just let dogs like in bars everywhere down there. So right now, this is Pepe's right there. I used to work across the street from this place. So every day after work, we get off at like 1, 2 o'clock because we started really early. Every day we go over there for dollar Yinglings and free bar food, which was basically just whatever's left over from the day before. The cooks would just make it and put it all over the bar. It was in a random, but I also in another big streaming community. This is why I have the TLC in my name. But thank you for the welcome. Hell yeah. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do? I'm assuming you're a streamer. What's your stream like? What do you stream? When do you stream? You can promote in here. We do not mind. Yeah, established 1909. If you ever go to Key West, have breakfast here. It's fucking delicious. There's Sparkle and I. Aren't we a great couple? God, I haven't seen her since Thursday after spending every day for a week with her, and I actually miss her. I get to see her tonight though, which is going to be fucking fantastic. There's her enjoying a nice, I think that's some sort of mimosa. I don't know what the fuck it is. This is still pretty early. This is still like 11 in the morning right now. This is at a bar we just stopped in because my buddy manages it, and I did find him. I ran into him there. Canada, and yes, I normally don't promote myself on other streams, but yeah, I do stream mostly at night EST. Yeah, no, I know. I tell that to everybody that it's it's etiquette not to promote in other streams, but our stream is based around it. Like we're all about networking and having a good time and meeting people. So I completely encourage everybody to promote their streams. Tell us what your stream is about. Tell us when it's on. Tell us what what you like to do. What you're looking for in a streamer. If there's any newer streamers out there, we love answering questions to newer streamers about Twitch growth. If you have any questions about anything, whether it be technical questions or fucking, just questions on how to stream in any capacity, we love doing that type of stuff too. But I really appreciate you coming in and checking us out. It's very nice to fucking meet you. We have a Discord too, / Discord if you'd like to join that. That's a clear mimosa. I think it was it was a mimosa without orange juice. It had some other type of juice in it. That's why it's clear. If obviously if it had the orange juice in it, it's got, I can't remember what she ordered. It is a mimosa, but it's some fucking tropical fruit mimosa. Isn't she way out of my league? Look at her. If people support me, I support them. Thing about most Facebook groups I've seen is just follow for follow. It doesn't grow a streamer. No. So here. Follow for follow definitely does not work. But to be 100% honest, you shouldn't support people just because they support you. You should support people because you genuinely enjoy the content and you like what they're doing and you want to support them. I see too many people. I'm not saying you do this. I'm just saying I see too many people that support a community or a group and they're like, well, they're not supporting me back, so I'm not going to support them anymore. So you are only supporting them in the first place because you thought you were going to get something out of it. That is the wrong reason to support somebody. That is never going to work for anybody. Support for support does not work, just like follow for follow doesn't work. You need to put out good content. You need to promote yourself correctly. You need to join other communities, but never join communities in order to get anything out of it. Join a community because you actually enjoy that person and their stream. That is why you should support them. If they don't ever come and support you, maybe it's a conflict of timing. Your schedules aren't the same. Whatever it might be. Maybe your content just isn't for them. So I have a lot of good people that hang out in here that I don't hang out in their streams either because the timing isn't right, or I'm just not really that into the stream. There's somebody else that streams at that same time that I'm more into that type of content. It's okay to not like everybody's content. Not everything is going to be for you. My stream isn't for everybody. That's the way it is. So I follow for follow definitely doesn't work, but I don't just support people just because they support me. I give people a chance because they support me, but you got to be putting out good content and do something that I need. My time is valuable, and you got to make it worth my time. So I see what you mean there. I think we're all on the same page. 100%. That's my motto. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So you're from Canada, eh? Thanks for the syrup. By the way, you guys got that syrup game locked down. What part of Canada are you from? Are you from the bagged milk part? This was just some art I thought was awesome on a fucking pole. And the poutine. I've only had poutine once here, but it was like a kind of weird. I've never had like legit poutine. We went to the Hemingway house. If you guys know anything about the Hemingway house, is where the polydactyl cats live, the six-toed cats. If you see right there, see that extra thumb that he's got? You can see it here too. These cats have 6 toes. It's awesome, and they're only here. They only live around in Key West and Quebec. So you are in the bag milk place. Do you speak French? You French Canadian? I love poutine. Yeah, I mean, it looks delicious. Sparkle and I went to a restaurant once and we ordered it, but it was like a certain kind of poutine. So it was like a specialty poutine. So it wasn't like the classic, what you would get like in Canada, you know? I've only had it in Toronto. Yeah, you don't typically see it here. I don't buy milk bags. Can't stand it. Yeah, because it's fucking weird. Yes, French is my second language. Nice. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, bag and milk. And you guys know that when they get the bagged milk, they actually take that bag and put it in a container that like you keep at your house. Why not just buy a carton of milk? Why buy a bag to put it in a carton, basically? I don't know. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyways, does this not look like Sue? I was like, Sue, you came to Key West? This looks exactly like Sue. That is fucking crazy. He was all fat like Sue and he was licking himself and stuff. Probably tastes better. I don't think it does. I think Canada just needs to be weird. Oh, any of my commands that had a sound attached to them are now gone. When I built my new PC this weekend, I lost those files. So most of my shit transferred over, but yeah, any of my commands that actually had... You can do ! love and then at somebody, I think. Yeah, you could do that. That should work. All my variable commands and all that should work. You can still measure your dicks. This was Hemingway's pool. It's fucking huge, actually. There's a whole thing about it, how they fucking built it and how much it cost them back in the day and how they had to use seawater for it because there wasn't any natural fresh water, so they had to like dig down into the ground until it filled with seawater and then fill it in and fucking it was a whole thing. Do peen, TLC. Do peen. ! Peen. P-E-E-N. There you go. 5 inches? I'm jealous. This is my kind of cat right here. This is inside the Hemingway house. Obviously, all his shit says like don't sit on it. But it says, please help us preserve our history. Please do not sit on the furniture. And this cat was like, fuck your history. Fuck your furniture. I'm sitting right on that shit. That's my kind of cat right there. If I was going to be a cat, I'd be that cat. 6 toes, not listening to your fucking rules.
I'm here for the gangbang.
Boom. What's up, clown? How you doing, man? There's Sparkle and I at the southernmost point of the United States. So if you go to the southernmost point, all right, right over here, well, right over there, just to the left of Sparkle in the picture, there's a line of about 100 people waiting to stand in line to take a picture with that thing. And then there'll be like homeless people around like, oh, I'll take the picture for you for like $5 or whatever. Why stand in line to take a picture with it when you can just literally walk right up like we did and just fucking snap a picture and then walk away? It's not like a fucking tourist attraction where there's like a setup line and you have to pay. It's just these morons. They just get out there and they just walk up to the fucking thing. I used to live in Key West. It's not like you're cutting in front of people because we're like standing by a barrier. We got the fucking picture. We're just not touching it. We could have just walked up and touched it. People are like, you're cutting line. Like, you made that line yourself. This is an artificial line. This isn't like, you know, there's not like a fucking, like a rope and like a place where you're supposed to be standing. The tourists are just so fucking stupid. They get in this artificial line that they created themselves. And it's just, I'm not waiting an hour to take a picture with something. We literally just walked right up, snapped the picture. We're like, all right, see ya. And we left. People are so dumb. Snooze, thank you for the lurk. At fucking work, ready to leave. How's your daytimes going? You like adjusted? You better off with your days now? There's the southernmost point of the United States. 90 miles to Cuba. I'll take the pick for a hit of meth. Yeah. Where's the hall monitor? Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. People are just fucking... I've been blessed with 3 extra inches. Thank the Lord. Hell yeah. Can you tell him to throw me a little something? This beautiful woman here has been very disappointed with me. I got a picture of mile marker 0 and didn't realize there was a truck turning in the background. So if you don't know, Key West is the beginning and end of US 1, which goes from the very southern tip of the United States, which is Key West, all the way up to Maine. And this is where it ends, but across the street is where it starts. So I got a sick picture of it with a truck turning in the background. This was the hot tub pool thing that was at our guest house hotel that we were staying at. It's pretty nice. We're just chilling in it for a little while. It's better just getting the new car ready to daily. Wait, what? Oh, what do you mean? Like getting it ready to drive daily? Oh, look, I didn't even notice this. I caught a bird fucking flying in the back of this. This is Sparkle and I out on the live music sunset cruise. They take you out on a huge catamaran. It's like $70 a person, but you go out there for 2 hours, free food, all the booze you could fucking drink, live music, sunset. Of course, it was a clear-ass day, and there was all these clouds on the horizon, so the sun, like when it got to here, just went behind the clouds, and we didn't even really get to see a good sunset. But, you know. It was still fun being out on the water. It was fucking beautiful outside. Probably my favorite picture of this fucking woman. I snapped that and I was like, oh, that is actually now my I made it my my screensaver thing or my background on my phone. So every time I open my phone now I see the love of my life there. Sorry, I just fucked up something on my phone too. Here, you guys stare at my girlfriend for a second while I... There we go. But yeah, very lucky. She's way too good for me. Ew, Tin Man's all mushy. Hey, I typically am not like that, but she's the greatest fucking thing that's ever happened to me, and I cannot fucking get enough. I will never not praise the fucking ground she walks on because she saved my fucking life and has made my life infinitely better since the day I met her. I love mushy Tin Man. Well, it's okay to show feelings, guys. It's all right. Yeah. If you got to cry, fucking cry. I mean, I'm not crying. You're crying. There you go. This is off the west coast of Key West, out on the boat. I got pickled. She's like, your community is going to love this. Take a picture. I'm like, all right. We actually did not go inside this place, but Pickles Pubs Sandbar, Key West, Florida. The liver is evil. It must be punished. I got pickled at Pickles. I had to snap a picture of this because why not, Oh, this is a fucking lobster. This is a late night lobster roll that we got. It was fucking delicious. This is I can't remember the name of it. She remembers. It's like a really small place right on Duval Street, but like there's a big sign outside with like fucking Guy Fieri there and shit, and diners, drive-ins, and dives. But yeah, super fucking good. Hello, Milo. Good morning. Welcome awake. This was my garlic shrimp roll. This thing was fucking delicious too. Doesn't look as impressive as the fucking as the lobster roll, but man, was this thing fucking good. What's that? I'm showing pictures of my vacation last week. This was just a little late night food stand that my girlfriend and I stopped at in Key West. This is on our way out of Key West. The famous Baby's Coffee. Some people are like, we had tons of fun. Some people are like, oh, coffee all tastes the same. No, it doesn't. And if you're ever in the fucking Florida Keys, especially around Key West, the lower Keys, this isn't in Key West. This is like 15, 20 miles up the Keys. But go to Baby's Coffee. It is so fucking good. It's insane. Boom. Look at that. Got my vanilla iced coffee. I'm just excited at the fact you are so excited to show us. I'm glad you had a good time. I really did. Yeah. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I've been with my girlfriend now for 10 months. A good test of a relationship is the first time you go on a big trip together because you might end up hating each other. And she's an amazing fucking travel partner. Loved every second of it. Such a good fucking time. The Unsolved Mystery music just comes on. That's fucking sick. Here's a Melvin. Oh, this is where we were fighting the Pelicans, if anybody wanted to see it. We sat and had lunch here. It was fucking delicious. Couple of fucking fruity drinks. This is our last day in the Keys, so we had to stop, get some drinks, enjoy the sun while we could, you know. Oh, this was her fucking strawberry shrimp salad thing. It was actually super fucking good. This was a Mahi Reuben. This is one of the best things I ate down there. She was like, but she's not a big Reuben person. This thing was so fucking good. You would be a